Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown. I'm here to talk about Final Fantasy XIII. It is the 15th anniversary of Final Fantasy XIII. Well, technically, 16th anniversary, because the 15th anniversary was last year, in December, I believe, right? Or something. It was last year. But, and I don't know if I made a YouTube video about it or anything like that, but might as well do it now. Since we're almost to the 16th, the 17th anniversary of this game. This game is almost 20 years old now. So, let's talk about Final Fantasy XIII. Oh, how did that get there? By the way, do play this also. It's a lot better than GTA 6 and GTA 5, I tell you that much. Anyways, so I have all the three games right here. Obviously, I did my own little cover here because it, when I got it at the game store, only came with it looked like this. Obviously, you guys probably saw me talking about a video of like this, so yeah. But I was playing Final Fantasy XIII for a bit. Then I stopped playing it to take a break, basically, because I was basically almost done with it. Yeah, I was basically almost done with it. I'm literally at the 11th chapter. I'm just doing a lot of stuff in Grand Post and stuff because I never really completed Grand Post a lot, so I wanted to do it. And I'm playing the game regular. I'm playing the game what is it? You know how there's an auto attack and stuff like that? I'm not playing it like that. This is actually my first time playing Final Fantasy XIII. Well, actually, it's not really my first time. Because I have played Final Fantasy XIII without the auto attack, but I haven't went through the whole game playing with the auto attack, if that makes sense. Like, I played it without the auto attack and with the auto attack, but I never played the game through the full game without the auto attack. So, and how do I feel about it? It's fine. I mean, I like it. you know, I don't hate it. It's funny too because people always talk crap about how the auto battle system is and stuff like that. When you can literally manually play it all by yourself. I mean, manually put your commands in. And if you can't do that, then why are you playing a turn-based RPG for? Why are you playing an RPG to begin with? Fucking idiot. You call yourself a fucking Final Fantasy fan? You call yourself an RPG fan? Yeah, you're gonna fucking complain that you're picking fucking commands to literally have to fight? This series is not for you. This franchise is not for you. And I'm talking about RPGs in general. Like, if you can't go into menus and click on fire spell to cast fire, if that's too much for you, then maybe this franchise isn't fucking for you. Seriously. Serious fuckingly. It's ridiculous. Alright? It's the same thing with the people that hate the auto attack in this game. You do realize Earthbound, the very first Earthbound, Mother 1, has auto attack. You do know that, right? And you do know that sometimes auto attack is there to make you grind fast. It's another version of you like, hey, you want to grind? Just put the auto attack. I played games that had auto attack, and I used it to level grind, and I become I go to a certain level, and automatically I'm already there just because I'm just like grinding, taking my time and stuff like that, and then you level up. So there's that. I do the same thing in Dragon Quest. In Dragon Quest, when I just want to grind, I'll be like, put the commands, make them all auto battle, and boom, I'm good. Just press the button, all right, let them do it, press the button, let them do it, I could play the game like that all the time, obviously, if I wanted to, but I don't have to. I'll only do that as for grinding money or grinding for experience. That's really it. And I do the same thing with this game too, obviously, like I said, when I was younger, I did the auto attack and stuff like that. But now in 2025, when I'm replaying this game, I'm playing it without the auto system. And it's still fun. I still like it. And the battle mechanic is actually more engaging. And it literally is. It's just that there's some people that look at the auto attack and it's just in front of their face and they're like, oh, Oh, it's in front of my face. I can't help it. I can't help it. Oh, it's like crack. I gotta press it. I gotta press it. I had to make fun of those people. You know why? Because they have no self-control. They have no self-control. No discipline. There's no discipline. If you're going like this because you see the auto battle in Final Fantasy XIII, you lack discipline. You lack discipline. Seriously, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know? I would never get the hate for this game. You know? I never get the hate for this game. To be quite honest with you. Still to this day, I do not get the hate for this game. And I played so many RPGs. Alright? My first ever RPG I've ever played was Pokemon, obviously, and that's a lot of people's first introduction into RPGs. All right? My other introduction to RPGs was Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Advance. I did not know what the fuck I was doing, but I enjoyed it, and I was dying for kind of loud. I was dying from goblins in that game. Goblins killing you in a Final Fantasy game. You suck. Yeah. You died from goblins? And then you're gonna tell me you died from imps. But I love Final Fantasy. I do. That's why I get so pissed off at Square Enix, man. You know, that's why I didn't buy Final Fantasy VII remakes and 15 and I mean I bought 15, but 15 was like the last straw for me. I like the cast of characters. I like the boys. The boys were awesome, but everything else was just bad. And also that Dragoon chick, the big fucking titties, white hair, and all that. Oh, so fucking sexy. But other than that, man, I couldn't care less for that game, man. I'd rather play 13 than 15, to be quite honest with you. Heck yeah. When I was done with Final Fantasy 15, I was just like, I love the boys. Love them. They're great. I like them. Those are my boys, obviously. But strangely, I want to go back to Cocoon. I want to go back to playing Lightning. Seriously. You know? And then the thing is, people talk shit a lot about these characters, but these are tragic characters, guys. Oh, how are they tragic? Well, look at Lightning. She's always so sarcastic and all that. Yeah, she's hiding. She's not really showing her true emotions. I don't know. It's funny that people can't. Hey, if you don't never act that way before, or you don't know anyone that's not like that, or you went through something like this, then guess what? That makes you a person, what we call human. But if you can't resonate with that in a Final Fantasy game, especially this game that does it and other games that do it, if you can't resonate with that, then something's really wrong with you. Maybe you need to look at yourself in the mirror, man. All right? Oh, but the data log and all that. Yeah, I read the data log. It's the same shit. What they showed you in the game and what you put in the data log is the same fucking shit. There might be little things that they didn't say out loud or showed you outright in the game, but it's still in the data log. And then when I'm reading it, the data log, I'm only here like, you just basically repeating what you just showed me. You know? And yes, again, going back, there are some things that are there that you'd be like, oh, okay, you know? But at the same time, it's not, what do we call it? It's not, it's, how do we call it? Je ne sais quoi of, doesn't have to be there. You don't have to see it. You know? That's why when I look at some people's, like, especially people that look at other Final Fantasy games and be like, oh, if they remake this, they could talk about all these characters and talk about all of this. That's when people say that, oh, they should remake Final Fantasy 13. I'm like, fuck you. Because they're just going to fuck it up anyways. Look what Square Enix is doing. You want that Square Enix to remake this game? Nah, man, this is already fine the way it is. The whole trilogy is fine the way it is. Leave it the fuck alone. When I hear Lore Runner got nothing against him, but when I hear him literally talking about this game, and he's like, "Oh, this game would be quite beneficial if we got a remake," I want to hear like, "You're stupid," because it's just gonna end up like a Final Fantasy VII remake. You fucking dumb shit. Just leave it the fuck alone. Literally. It's like a movie, man. If you see a movie that's bad, but there's a cult following behind it, and then all of a sudden it gets remade, leave it the fuck alone. That's the same thing when I hear about Big Trouble in Little China getting a remake. Why? That movie's fucking awesome. Oh, but it failed at the box office. And? Newsflash, when Halloween, Michael Myers, Halloween, when that first movie came out, on the first time it came out, guess what? It didn't do shit. It didn't make shit. Because then eventually word of mouth started spreading. Then it started making money. But when it came out, didn't make money for shit. Home Alone, when it came out, the critics hated it, despised it, panned it. Audiences loved it. Now it's the best Christmas movie ever. No one can't talk shit about that movie anymore. It's a cult classic now. You were fooled. All of you were fooled. You know? Shout out to Nostalgia Critic. Because it's true. You know? And I get it. It's just opinions and shit like that. It's the same thing when people hate Final Fantasy XIII. Again, it's just your opinion. It's your preference of like, hey, this Final Fantasy game is not like other previous Final Fantasy games. And you know what? That's fine. You know? I think, look, I'll say this right now. I'm an advocate for this game. But I'm not an advocate for Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy XVI. Because I'm trying to show Square Enix that I'm trying to like put my foot down with Square Enix. You know? And where's the anniversary? Where's the collection for Final Fantasy XIII? You guys want to talk about Final Fantasy IX Remake, which you're going to fuck that up. I know you're going to fuck it up. You're going to treat it just like you treat Final Fantasy VII Remake. Trash. You're going to make it trash. That's why when I hear fucking trash people say that this game should be remade, all I have to think of is like, oh, so you want Square Enix to fucking trash on it, and you talk shit even more about it. You see, 13 was never good to begin with. No, you told Square to remade it, and then they made it crap. And then you want to fucking go out of nowhere and literally talk shit more. Sounds like you like talking shit. And you want certain stuff to happen so you could talk shit even more. Seriously, it's like something that you don't like, and then you want it to get more bad so you could talk more shit about it because you don't like it. Newsflash, if you don't like something, ignore it. Leave it alone. You could talk about it and move the fuck on, but that's it. Just like the me talking about the whole John Cena stuff in WWE. Yeah, I made like 2 or 3 videos me talking about that stuff. And I don't have to talk about it anymore. Why? Because there's no point. We know how WWE is. We don't have to fucking... What? Do we wake up every morning to satisfy these companies? Are you fucking stupid? No. You know? And it's the same thing, like, with my game. For example, when people start playing my game, it's not mine anymore. I mean, yes, I created it, it's my baby and stuff like that, but it's the public's baby now. You know how you create art, and then now everyone's there to judge your art? Some people hate the Mona Lisa. Other people can't think about you hating the Mona Lisa. You know? People look at the Statue of Liberty and think that, oh, that's not art, that's pathetic. You know? Some people see the statue of Lincoln and think that, no, that's not art. That's pathetic. Too. Where's his hat? It's not complete. Too. You know? You guys got to think about this stuff. I think outside of the box, outside of the box, outside of the box. You know? That might be scary for some of you. But too bad. That's not my fucking problem. Grow some balls at the end of the day. Grow a spine. Hey, at least Final Fantasy XIII has a spine. That's funny as shit. But again, I don't hate. I do hate some of the characters in this game. I hate Snow. I could take. I can. I don't mind. I'm not a big fan of Hope, but I can. Um, I can, have him there, and I won't be that much upset about it, But when it comes to Snow, Lightning, I'm glad you punched him so bad. He needs to get punched really bad. But Snow becomes, not what he was in the first game, and he becomes a lot better in this game. So there's that. So final thoughts on Final Fantasy 13 before I move on with the other 13 games. I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack to these games are fucking amazing. Amazing. Just absolutely fucking amazing. Seriously. It is. The soundtrack to these games are fucking awesome. Alright? Seriously. Like, if you don't like these games, that's fine. Not every game is going to be for you, especially a Final Fantasy game, Not every Final Fantasy game is for me, too. Like I don't dislike Final Fantasy VII, but it's not my game. It's not. Final Fantasy 8 and 9 is. Especially 9. I love Final Fantasy 9. Fucking love that crap. Love it. I fucking love it. That's why I'm like... Final Fantasy 9 is like Star Wars for me. You fuck it up, oh no, I'm gonna hang you out to dry. Seriously. Seriously. And that's why I talk about too sometimes when people be like, oh, if this stuff gets remade and stuff like that, that'd be great to focus on these characters a lot more. But are they doing that with Final Fantasy VII Remake? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Seriously, man. And what is it? I do want to say that one of my characters that I made for my game, the female character, is which is the love interest to the TheSkullKlown, basically, the main hero. She Tanya has the same design as Lightning and Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. So I just took those two concept arts and shoved them together, put them together, and you got Tanya. So imagine, so basically it's like this. Shorter, it's like same color hair, just short, but with Tifa's outfit, and that's it. That's Tanya basically. And yes, she's a monk, but you can use different weapons too, like a bat, a fish. A fish, yeah. There's items in my game that you can use, like a again, it's paying homage to Looney Tunes. So there's a pie, a bomb, a bat, a fish, stuff like that. But yeah, and you can also give weapons to your characters too. Certain weapons. Not every character is the same, obviously, but I just wanted to mention that. But yeah, that's really it. Yeah, if you guys haven't played this game without the auto battle on, you should. Replay this game without the auto battle, okay? And I guarantee you'll probably appreciate the gameplay a lot more. And yes, if this game, like the rest of this trilogy, if the trilogy comes out with a remaster, we could do a few things with that. One, could we start off in Grand Post, basically? And then you can have like a portal to start make it like a hub area, because Grand Post is basically like almost like a hub area that you can go to places and stuff like that. So I would do that. I mean, you don't have to. You could just leave it the way it is already, and that's fine. Because the only thing that, if you are going to leave it the way it is, just the Custodium, hopefully with the Custodium stuff, make the player use it in the beginning of the game. And then when you finally get that, the Seath mark on you, then it opens up even more. That's what I would have done. Yeah, basically that's really it. Those are the two things that I would say, that if you're gonna remaster this with all the trilogies in mind, and I think all of these are already good in my opinion. They're all fine. It's just that this one needs tweaking. One little tweak. Start in Grand Post. Start in your start with the costumes already unlocked, and you could have your character be whatever they want. And have an option too to go to Grand Pulse anytime you want as like a little area to rest and stuff like that. And yes, I know a lot of people might be like, but that kind of destroys the story, doesn't it? Because the whole part of you, there's a reason why people always complain that, oh, this is just a hallway simulator. But you got to think about that these characters, even people pointing this out too, that these characters are on the run. So they have no time to wait patiently or time to do shopping and stuff like that. But yet there's a save point where you could just save, rest, pause, and do some shopping. And then you got Grand Pulse where you could just rest, stop, do some side content, you know. Oh, but that mark on you is getting more. Look, I can see its eye. Oh no, we could still do some side quests. RPG, you see. You know, and most people might complain about that, but guys, it's a game. It's a game. If the video game has to interfere with the story, so be it. It's a game at the end of the day. Can you complement the story with the gameplay? Of course. But guess what? Not even Mario games don't do this. Alright? The first few Mario games, yes, do that. But has Mario ever done that still? I think Mario Odyssey is trash. Mario Odyssey is probably is literally trash. You guys see my review about that game. I think that game sucks. Yeah. I would rather play Mario 64. And that's trash too. But it's not trash. And I love Mario 64. I do. I mean, for kind of loud, it paid homage to some of the games that I loved. In my game also. But you gotta admit, Super Mario 64 doesn't really hold up that much. Even the DS version. You know? But they're still good games. They're good games. Just because it might not age well or anything like that. Like, people say the same thing on Dragon Quest 1. But it's still a good game. Even Final Fantasy. Some people hate Final Fantasy 1. Why? Oh, I just want to see how it started and I'm done. Then you can't appreciate it. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1 is not Final Fantasy 7 or 6 or 5 or even 9 or 13. Wow. Wow. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, I give a fuck. You give too much of a fucks. How about that? You would care more about that, but not your life savings. No, I'm playing. Making that shit up. Most people are like, why would you give a fuck? You're right, I shouldn't give a fuck. Anyways. Oh, man. Oh, the one thing I do want to mention before I continue on. The way that you upgrade your weapons is really cool, but they don't tell you how far you can actually do it. You need a manual. A guide, a game guide to figure all that shit out. You know? And I do have, in Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2, I got the, manuals for it, to be honest. The game manuals. Not the game manuals, the game guides. I got that. Let me see. 13-2 is right here. And 13 is probably somewhere around there. But yeah, check this out, all of this shit. But yeah, it's still in good condition. Literally, it's still in good condition. I'm surprised. I remember when I got this, my sister was just like, you're never going to use it, but I still bought it anyways. And good thing I did, because once I replay 13-2, I'm definitely going to use this. So, there's that. Look at it. Look how sexy lightning looks here. Fucking hot. So, alright. Hey. Tifa's hot too. But anyways. Lightning. Tifa. Miss Piggy, huh? Anyways, moving on. The enemies in this game too are iconic also. The enemies, the summons, very iconic. Very iconic. And we get to 13-2. 13-2, the ending is still bullshit, but I don't hate it as much as I did back then. Back then, I was just like, trash. Not the game, but I just, that was my first time ever literally saying, fuck you, Square Enix. That was a time that I was just like, fuck you, basically. Mainly because 13, the first 13 ended nicely. It had a nice little bow. It ended the story pretty finely and all right. So of course there will be no sequels, right? Right? Apparently there was so much assets. There was so much content that they had in this game that they had to make a sequel. When I saw the trailer to this game, I was like, what? Why? What are you doing, Square? I was confused as shit, but excited because I like 13. They made a sequel to 13 too. You know, so I was just like, you know, and I pre-ordered it. I did. I pre-ordered this game. I mean, this is not the game that I bought, obviously. That one was gone a long time ago when I sold some games and all that when I moved and shit like that. But and I put that there with Mog. Mog is literally Sarah's bow and arrow and shit like that, and I like that. I like that Mog can change into a weapon. And this is Caius. This is Sigil and stuff like that. Caius in this game, all right. Okay, let me say this right now before I continue on. Caius, okay, you got Orphan as the final boss here, right? Or Daisley or something, Botanulus, you know. So and he's, I mean, he's the Pope villain. So, I mean, I don't hate Botanulus. I don't hate him as a villain. You know, at least he's there all the time to taunt you. Not like other Final Fantasy games. Anyways. But this game, yo. Yule, Noel, and Caius, they need to be their own game. It is. Those three characters I just mentioned is basically Sora, Kairi, and Riku. Literally. And Caius is Sora. Caius is Sora. He's not Riku. Noel is Riku. And Yule is Kairi. So when Yule keeps dying over and over again, and Caius sees that, and he becomes basically his darkness grows and shit like that. This game is very close connected to Kingdom Hearts, man. It really is. It reminds me a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2. Not the gameplay mechanics, it's just the story between those three characters reminds me a lot of what these characters, the Kingdom Hearts trio, the Destiny trio, could have gone through. You know? It's almost like every time I played this game, it's almost like Square wanted that for Kingdom Hearts. But then Nomura was just like, nah. Or someone just told him, nah, don't do that, bro. You're killing your golden goose or something like that. Or maybe it was Disney, because Disney did adopted Sora. Yeah. There was that. But anybody that hates this trilogy hasn't seen how Caius is. Alright? Caius is awesome. Alright? Even the people that hated this series literally said Caius is probably the best villain in any Final Fantasy game, right next to Kefka, right next to Sephiroth. Right? Right next to Goldbez. You know? Caius is one of the best fucking villains in all Final Fantasy games, in my opinion. He's still talked about to this day, man. And if you don't talk about him, well then, I guess you're just a hater. Anyways, Caius' weapon, awesome. Literally, it's an homage to freaking Soul Calibur weapon. Literally. You know? And as you can tell from this, the cover that I made here, you can collect monsters. You see? They knew they had freaking awesome monsters in this game. So they were like, let's have them for battle. Which I did wish they did that for this game, because you're kind of a loner in that game. So it'd be kind of nice if you had like a little buddy with you, you know? And it would be nice, you know? At least it would be nice for you to focus on the battle while the monster is healing you or putting your buffs up. And that would be cool. That would be nice. I would like that. But sadly, we did not. So, you know what? Maybe that's another thing. If they ever do a remaster of the trilogy of Final Fantasy XIII, add a monster that you can have in your party for Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. I gotta say it. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. Here you go. She returned it. I had to do it. But anyways, the soundtrack. Oh, I think the soundtrack is good in this one, but in this one, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. It is. It is really, really good. This soundtrack in this game is really fucking good, man. Seriously. I that's just me. There is time traveling in this game. I was going to say movie. There is time traveling in this game, which I'm kind of iffy about, but I don't hate it. And a lot of people that played this game and played Chrono Trigger literally said that Chrono Trigger and this, you know? And I'm like, really? Huh. I never really thought about that. But over time, I've been hearing people saying that, oh, man, no, Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy 13 too. And I'm like, really? Oh. I know people praise Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross like crazy. But the fact that this game, that some people would put this in the same light as that just because it's like, hey, you like Chrono Trigger? Play this, you know? And it's like, okay, all right. You know, I still to this day, I mean, I probably will when I play it again. But I haven't unlocked every slot of times in this game. And that always frustrated me to no end of like, I beat the game, I see the timeline, but then there's other timelines I still haven't went through. And I'm like, oh, do I have to beat the game to go through these? No, maybe, but you would have to do other stuff because you have to find artifacts for things to open. And that's why you got to use Mog to throw Mog everywhere. Literally, I throw, poor Mog, I throw Mog everywhere on the fucking screen just to find something. So yeah, change that too if you're going to remaster it. Seriously. Huh, look at that. There's a few changes you could do here. Huh. I only thought that this will have some changes that I will want. You know, some changes, not to the point that it ruins the whole game, but just slightly change to make the experience a little bit more feasible. More, taste that? Yeah. It tastes like chips, right? What? But anyways, I think that's it. Lightning is sexy in this game. I wish we could play as her, but we did get this outfit and Lightning Returns, so you can get a lot of outfits in that game. But yeah, I like the soundtrack. I like the characters. I was confused to play as Sarah. Literally Lightning's sister. I was confused to play as her, to be quite honest with you. She was confusing to play as. I like the way she played, and I love the game. I love the... If you guys had a problem with the game mechanic in this game, trust me, here... That's the thing. I'll say this... Hey, I'll say this right now. People talked about the flaws with this game, and so did 13. And guess what? Square Enix actually listened. They listened, and they fixed some of the stuff that people had complained about with the turn-based system in this game, and they fixed it. Who would have thought? You know, and that's why I still like this game still to this day. They fixed a lot of things that were kind of like for me in this game, even though I still like this game and I love it. You know, I grew up with this game, and it's one of my, it is one of my first RPG games I had on my, actually, no, it's not. That goes to BioShock. BioShock was my first PS3 game, but also my first RPG game on that PS3. But but, you know, sometimes I don't think about BioShock as an RPG, but it is an RPG. It's just a first-person shooter RPG. But, still, a fun RPG. Play BioShock, obviously. Oh, God, I miss BioShock. BioShock, where are you? That franchise is dead. Why, man? Why? Ugh. Fucking hate that, man. Now BioShock is part of that long list of franchises that could continue on, still could keep going, but these game developers just refuse to do it. But anyways, yeah, I put Chocobo there. and Behemoth there, because you can get a Chocobo and Behemoth as a party member monster. Now, I never got the Behemoth, but I put it there just to make it look cool, right next to Lightning, like she has a party of monsters and stuff like that. You could get a Chocobo, and I think you can color your different Chocobos. I could be wrong, but there's a lot of great Chocobos that you can get in your party, especially when you're guiding that Chocobo. So cute, so feels so right, that Chocobo. I'm telling you, man, there's some really bangers in this freaking game. All right, seriously. But let's move on. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about these two games, Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. You know, after the way that this game ended, you always hear like, and yes, there was DLC for this too, showing what happened to Lightning. This is why we need a HD remaster, bro. I mean, technically these are already HD, but I'm talking about we need a remaster of all these games again, because there's so many DLCs, especially in this game, that you could have put together and it would have been a full package. So I don't know what's wrong with Square. Seriously. I don't buy anything from Square Enix anymore. But if they remade Final Fantasy, not remade, if they did a Final Fantasy 13 trilogy remastered, oh, I'll buy that shit. I'll fucking pre-order it, to be quite honest with you. Especially with everything in it. Oh yeah, I'll buy that shit. Just don't give us a fucking keychain when we pre-order it, Square. And then when people in Japan, when they pre-order it, they get a box, they get a little trophy, a little statue of Lightning. You get a poster, you get a button, and we kiss your ass and feet. In America, you just get a pen and a thank you. That's how I feel. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for this. So, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13. This game, it's funny too, because I haven't started playing through this, mainly because I went to this. I stopped playing this for a while because I'm almost done. I basically have 2 chapters left, you know. Then I started playing this a few days ago, and I just kept playing it. At first I was like, oh, let me just play it for a bit, but I just got stuck there playing it, you know. This game right here, I like it. I still haven't beaten it. I've seen the ending to this game and stuff like that, but I still haven't beaten this game, so I have to cross that out my list. I have to beat this game. I don't know if I have to beat it before 2025 or early 2026, but I'm going to beat this game. All right, and for this, I'm going to try to get everything possible in this game. That's what I'm trying to do in this game. When it comes to like when you talk to those those statues and stuff like that, people that have become Sith and stuff like that. So, because I never completed those in my first playthrough, and I never really tried to do that also in my first playthrough or multiple playthroughs, because I was just like, just leave it and do it later, but I never did. Story of my life. But I like this. I like the way this game sets out of like you have this big open field of different different areas of the world, and you could take a train to these places and stuff like that. And also this game also kind of does the time traveling thing, but not really. It doesn't do time travel. It does the whole Majora's Mask approach with the whole time. All right. So once the time is over, once those days are up, the big giant moon with a face in the sky is gonna fall down and crash and kill everybody. You know what I found out about this game? You have to play on easy mode. Then you have to play on easy mode. Then in New Game Plus, you go to normal mode. Because that's what the game wants you to do. I found that out years ago because all I played was on normal. And I kept not dying. There was things that were hard for no reason. And then there were other stuff that like the days kept going faster. And I'm just like, damn, I'm not going to beat this game. and I'm going to get a bad ending. You know, that's how I am as a player. That's why I didn't play Majora's Mask and stuff like that, because of the time thing. Like, all of that stuff stresses me out and shit like that, you know? But in this game, I was thinking about it too. Like, I had the clock in the back of my mind and stuff like that. And right now, when I was playing through it, I'm like, oh, I got to get through this. I got to get through that. But the best thing is, too, you can help people along the way. And that's how you level up. You don't level up in this game by fighting monsters like the other two games. Well, you don't level up anyways. You gotta use you get points, and you can use those points to level yourself up, basically. Kind of like in Final Fantasy X. That game sucked. No, I'm playing. That game is great. But let's see. What's the other thing I could say for this game? Oh yeah, the outfits. You can have different outfits for lightning, and different weapons and armor, and you could customize it. You can customize the way lightning looks. You could literally make her the TheSkullKlown, and I did. I remember one time before I stopped playing this game years ago. I remember I had the outfit of Cloud with the Buster Sword and stuff like that. Sadly, I can't get it because I can't contact... I mean, I could. I just need to contact my PlayStation to the internet again, and I can get it. But when I got that outfit, I changed it to the TheSkullKlown colors of what it looks like. Damn, she looks so good in that outfit. And I got like a little party hat, made that green, and then she had like what is it? Glasses with that nose and the mustache and stuff like that. So I used all of that, right? And when I looked at it too, I'm like, damn, Lightning looks good. And then I'm over here like, somehow I'm having a fetish. I'm like, strangely, I have this fetish now. What the fuck? Oh man, oh, it's so funny as fuck. But again, this game is fun. I know a lot of people talk crap about how Lightning and Hope act like they have no emotion and stuff like that, but they say they have no emotion, but yet they react like they do have emotion. Come on, Square, what are you going to do? Give and take? You know, I was confused as fuck when I was playing. Because when I was playing through this game for the first time in years, because I played it not that long ago, like a few days ago, and the way Lightning, and especially Hope, talked too, through the whole game, I was just like, fuck God. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck God. Fuck God. Oh, what was it? What was it? Oh, we can't... what was it? What Hope said? Like, Hope was just like... It was like, God walks in mysterious ways or some shit like that. And I'm just like, fuck God, fuck him, fuck you. Oh man. But I'm not saying fuck you to the characters. I'm just saying fuck you to the point that I'm just like, I'm going to kill Banovelza. I'm going to stick that fucking sword and shield and stick it straight up his candy ass. But I do like that the characters from Final Fantasy XIII are spread around in the map, and you could talk to them and stuff like that and help them and stuff, and you can get that you can get their soul, basically their essence, into the Ignis tree, the Ignis tree, which is in Dragon Quest. It's in the Dragon Quest series, and also apparently it's in the Final Fantasy series also. The big giant tree that you see in Final Fantasy XI that's floating up in the air and stuff like that. Yeah, apparently that's a thing in this universe. Are you trying to tell me something, Square Enix? Like in a spiritual enlightenment way? You mean to tell me we had a tree like that? I mean, we did. But I'm not here to talk about spiritual stuff and all that. But if you want me to, let me know. I could talk about the spiritual stuff, the enlightenment spiritual stuff about this game. Oh, I could talk about it all day here. I could. Just let me know, and I'll do it. No, I do it. I'll fucking do it, guys. I will do it. Just let me know. Seriously, let me know. And I will go down through the game. I'll play the game again and literally write notes down and shit like that. I don't care. Seriously, I'll do it for you guys. Seriously. Just let me know if you want to see it, you know? Look at that outfit that Lightning has, though. That's a fucking sexy outfit. Seriously. I did took this outfit out though and replaced it for her regular attire, and I changed it to the TheSkullKlown color. Like, this is like, it's all red. I mean, not all red. This is still white, but this is red and everything like that. And her little pouch here is brown, paying homage to my plush monster Korra that's in my video game and stuff like that. So yeah. So anything else I could talk about with Lightning Returns? Again, I have seen the ending to this game. Again, I haven't beaten it, but I've seen the ending. I've seen the boss and stuff like that. That boss fight with Ben Velzer, it's just so. It's just. Oh, hold on. I gotta put that fight. All right, I gotta put that fight. Seriously. I just gotta put it. Let's see. Oh no. Oh yeah. Let's see. Lightning Returns, because again, this soundtrack is all of these games. The soundtrack is fucking amazing, man. Seriously. Ben Velzer theme. And the thing is too, this whole series, they're talking about the goddess. Even in the second one, they talked about the goddess, but she's never around. She's only like, she's mentioned. If we could see God from this universe of a game of Final Fantasy, then how come we couldn't see Etro? I don't get it. I really didn't get that at all. And have you noticed that when Final Fantasy Versus 13 was coming out, if you saw that trailer and you saw the goddess of death right there, did you know that that was supposed to be Etro? Etro was supposed to be a big thing in Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Like, not just this, but Final Fantasy 13 Agito and Final Fantasy Versus 13. Etro was going to be a big theme with that. And they were going to show Etro in Versus 13/15. But they took that out, and now Lune, like, I think, is it Lune? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know the love interest from Final Fantasy 13's name. That's how much he had an impact. I feel sorry for Noctis, but not for her. You know? So, but anyways, let's hear this song. So good. Just enjoy the music. I want to fast forward to the part that I was talking about. Like, Ben Velzer looks fucking dope. I do like that. And then if you see how his fight is, he's like part of the freaking he's like part of the freaking he's like part of the floor. And then eventually he puts himself in the wall and stuff like that. So cool. It's so cool. Really, really unique boss. Really unique boss. But anyways, I pause it right there. You guys don't have to hear all of it. But I was trying to get to the part of the music that's my favorite part, but let me see. Sorry about that. But I think in the fight with Ben Velzer, you can actually see I think a reference to Orphan, or a reference to some of the let's see. or something like that. Anyways, doesn't matter. And it's funny too. They say it right here. It all ends here. The game's all here. Oh no. But anyways, yeah, that's really it. Doomsday results in a different journey for every player. Oh, look at that. Real-time battles empower your every move. Yeah, that's one thing too. There's a whole different battle mechanic than these two games. It's like this game literally looked at these two gameplay styles and they were like, no. You know? And the gameplay style in this game, I actually like it. It's fast paced. After playing a little bit of Expedition 33 and going back to this game, I'm over here like, nah. You know? Because I'm over here like, nah. Because it's true. I'm over here looking at it like, the block, almost like a parry, and you got to time your moves and all that before the enemy hits you. Huh? Are you Expedition 33? You know? I'm over here like, you know? It's just funny as hell. But, again, I don't get the hate for these games. I don't. I enjoy the fuck out of them. I really do. Do I see the flaws with them? Oh, hell yeah. Even when I first played Final Fantasy XIII, I understood the flaws from it, but I didn't hate it. Hey, this is coming from a person that hated, not the battle mechanics, the stagometer. All of these games have a stagometer. And it's funny too, because Expedition 33 has a stagometer. It's called a break meter. But who started the stagometer first? I'm sure there was probably other games before Final Fantasy 13 came, there were probably other ones that did it. But which game did it that's more remembered for? 13. You know? And still to this day, Square Enix has kept the stagger system. They haven't left it. I think they still have it in 15, 16, and 7 Remake. I think they still have it. So that's the problem that I have with Square Enix. I love some of their games. It's just their business policy pisses me off. You know, especially their gaming policies, like their gaming business policies. Like, for example, they have one gameplay that's great, and then all of a sudden, instead of adapting it and making it better, they just scrap the whole thing and say, fuck off, we're going to do something different. No consistency. You know? But you could say the same thing with this game, but really you just have lightning, you know, in your party. You could dress her up, make her look pretty. Tell me I'm pretty. But that's why I say you should have had a monster character with you. You know? Maybe Mog. You know, I forgot what happens to Mog in this game. Are you alive? I didn't know you had a baby. Is it alive? Yeah, I think that's it. Hundreds of game-changing weapons and outfit combinations. Yes, there is. And it is cool though. The thing is too, when I played this game, I was stuck on this game because I was like, how do I grind more? How do I get more experience basically? And I did eventually find out that you have to talk. I mean, obviously the game shows you it anyways. You talk to people, and then they give you experience and all of this stuff. Fighting the enemies in this game will give you some stuff that you could put in your command deck. Basically, they will give you a D shell, fire, or something like that. Keep those status effects, please. Do not do what I did when I was younger, when I was a kid. Sold them. And I had a hard time freaking fighting everybody because I didn't had I didn't had I didn't had spells basically. I mean, I had spells, but I didn't had what was it? Oh, what's it called, man? I keep forgetting it. What the fuck, man? I'm drawing a blank here, man. Just because my ears are fucking clogged doesn't mean I'm drawing a blank, man. It's just fucking ridiculous. You know how you can't fucking think? What is it? Oh, fuck. Anyways, it fucking I've been here all day already. I've been here long enough. But these games are fun in my opinion. They're fun. They're very unique RPGs. Even if you don't like these games, guys, look at Final Fantasy 13 as an experiment. An experiment probably that you might not like, but still an experiment nonetheless. And to be quite honest, I'm actually glad we got Final Fantasy 13. You know, and it's funny too because ever since 13, a lot of people say ever since 13 came out, Square hasn't been the same. You know, the number 13 has literally shattered them. They haven't bounced back from that. The 13th curse. You know, maybe they should have skipped it and went to 14, I guess, you know, or something like that, you know. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it is the black sheep of the series, and I'm a black sheep of my family, so for crying out loud, I'll say this right now. Anything that's a black sheep of entertainment, any type of form of media, game, movie, I actually enjoy it. I actually love it. I do. I do. That's just me. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about the Final Fantasy trilogy. Tell me what you guys think about the characters. Tell me what you guys think about the bosses. From this whole trilogy, who is the best boss? Caius. Caius is the best fucking villain boss ever. Benavelza is just there in the background, mentioned, and then eventually you see him. Bartanalis is always there. He's always mocking you and all that stuff, and shit happens. So if I was going to give a rating of who's the best villains in the Final Fantasy trilogy, it's obviously going to be this type. It will be 13-2, 13, then Lightning Returns. That's how it will be. Because are you like, come on, are you really going to hate the boss fight, the final boss fight of Final Fantasy 13 too? You're fighting not one, not two, but three behemoths. You fighting a behemoth as a final boss, and there's three of them. A red one, a yellow one, and a purple one. A fucking purple one sticking up the middle finger at you because I hate you. And yes, when you do fight them, you have to fight. I believe the yellow one is the weakest one, and then you go to the red, and then you go to the purple. That's what I did. You know, because it goes straight to the purple. The yellow dragon, the red dragon, are gonna kill you. And then when they combine the forces together to do a powerful attack, that will kill you. That will kill you. Seriously. But it's such an amazing boss fight. So good. I'm telling you, man. Caius, Yule, Noel, those are the best fucking characters in Final Fantasy 13, the whole series. Not to say I hate, Lightning and Zaz and Fane and the others. I'm not saying that except for Snow. Fuck Snow. But it's not like I hate any of these characters. It's just that Caius, Yule, and Noel are just so damn fucking good, man. They're good. They're good. Alright? Look. Take your ego aside. Take your hatred aside for this game. And play it. Or see some of the cutscenes about these characters that I mentioned. And give a new take on it. This body is 32 years old. So, the way I think now is probably I won't think 10 years later. 10 years from now, I probably will look at this trilogy differently. You know? I mean, I looked at it differently when they were coming out. You know? So, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, guys. Be safe out there. Enjoy your day. And enjoy gaming, man. Seriously, make a game. Make a book. Make a story. Do anything, man. Meditate. Get grounded with nature. You know? Build. You know, build a freaking pyramid, man. Seriously. You know? Build something. Alright, brothers and sisters? Seriously. But anybody else, enjoy your life. Enjoy your day. And yeah, tell me what you guys think about Final Fantasy 13. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you mixed with it? Do you still think it's the worst Final Fantasy of all time? Sorry, it's not. It's not. When you have Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 remakes around, sorry. Final Fantasy 13 is not on that list anymore. Sorry. Sorry, boo-boos. Sorry, motherfuckers. And it's not just because, oh, I have a hard-on for this game. No, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic here. All right, motherfuckers? Seriously. What are you going to put? If you had a gun to your head and someone told you Final Fantasy 7 Remake series or the Final Fantasy 13 series, which one you will pick? You will pick the 13 series. Because God, good heavens, if you pick 7 Remake, then you are the problem with gaming and you're the problem of why Final Fantasy is the way it is.